everyone. Welcome back. We're officially over the halfway point. With episode 6. We're over halfway there, and I can't... If you ask me to plot summarize past 5 episodes, I don't think I can do it, and I'm the one who's got all the notes. Apparently. I mean, look. This is an offense in Agent P. Lifts up a huge notebook, which started out as 1 page, and now turned into a whole. This is where we discover just how many notes Agent P has written.
Mm-hmm. Just it's very small.
So here's a pro GM tip for anyone out there listening: get yourself a player who takes lots of notes, then steal their notes.
I've never shared any of my notes, so.
No.
Yeah, Agent P is not a traitor.
And never said they were. But anyway, welcome to episode 6 of our wonderful Misadventures with Magic. I'm Hedgehog. I use he/him pronouns. And I have the honor of telling this story with my 4 amazing players. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who introduces themselves today, because I'm feeling rather random. The whole theme of this stream today is random, so. Okay then, Agent P, could you take us off?
Oh, what? Hi. Hello, everyone. I'm Agent P. I use she, they pronouns. And I'm playing Maya Mahali. I don't know why I'm questioning this.
Are you?
What is... No. Maya's just vibing right now. Maya's just straight vibing.
Everyone else is
Or
getting
gay vibing.
supernatural powers, and I'm not getting anything. Wah!
Not like that. It's just like it's more of a like, okay, good for them. Please no. Please don't come near me.
Oh, the chaos. Okay, then Leah, why don't you take us over next? That wonderful, wonderful hair once more.
Yeah, I am Leah, or Chasm, and I play Shelby Brown, our proudest necromancer who has faced death in the eyes, literally. And yeah, I'm excited for the chaos that's gonna unfold today.
Yes, literally meets death and is like, don't shake my hand. Whatever you do, don't shake my hand.
Oh my god.
I don't have a D2.
How the turntables.
You accidentally age death to the point where they no longer exist and no one can now die.
I mean...
Well done, Shelby. You had one job. You put Hades out of business. Well done.
I mean, Shaver, that means this chair is free for you.
I mean, yeah, there's one way of looking at it. God.
Hey, everybody, I'm Laura, or Bard with many names, and I'm gonna be playing Felix Smith tonight, our soft boy who loves playing guitar and baking, and somehow baked 16 years of life energy into the afterlife, as you do on a Saturday morning.
Those cookies have to go somewhere, and I think putting them in the
You mean those
afterlife. Yes, these cookies.
You mean those cookies?
Which they're there at the moment, but halfway through the stream, they will just disappear. And are we back on the emergency signs? Are we? Now, for all we know, that's the same cookie that's being passed under the camera. It's trickery, is what that is.
I mean, my dearest DM, do I have any chance in bribing you?
I receive a cookie that I cannot eat because it's on another continent. I mean, Okay, first of all, I understand the missed logic when I said another continent. I'm supposed to say on the continent, not on another continent.
A cookie that has to go overseas.
Exactly.
How about that? How about that?
I mean, when I'm done redrawing national borders, then the UK will be its own continent. But no one's given me the Sharpie yet in a map. I can't do it. Anyway, last but not least, Anne.
Hello, my name is Anne. I will be playing Penny Chase, who is going through it. She's gone through a lot.
It sounds like you're on the
Oh,
verge of
no.
having a Penny level breakdown.
Oh
No,
no.
I'm laughing and crying at the same time. It's really funny.
Is Penny okay? How long has it been since we've asked that question?
Do we have enough sessions left in the schedule to ask that question?
Nope, we're not gonna
We just
talk about
schedule
if
another
Penny's
session.
okay. We're not gonna talk about if Penny's okay. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go.
Right. Who can remember the insanity of last session? Okay, is anyone but Agent P who can remember what happened last session?
I know.
Yes?
I can try.
Go on, go for it.
Um,
Go for it.
just let me think. Last session we went to the museum. Am I right?
We went back to the museum because you wasted an entire favor with Hermes to go back to the museum to then only get the bus
Get
back.
an iPod. I'm sorry, we did get $200 and an.
Oh
What?
yes.
And an
Okay. I mean, the funny thing is, you could have handed them in back at the school. Like,
Well, we didn't know that, did we now, Hedge?
no, you didn't.
Did we now?
You do now.
Also, yeah, Shelby had a nice chat with Death, nearly killed herself by shaking his hand. But it's okay, everything's fine, it's all fine. She's fine.
She's still here. She's still here.
Mostly. I mean, we don't know what got lost when she looked him deep into the eye. It was low-key romantic, if you ask me. But anyway, now crazy superpowers. We started a bitch fight with Ellie again. Had a very soft moment of Felix. Why do you have to make it so hard to be Anyway, where's Penny? Penny had a nice chat with Athena and Artemis, and just got her shields bumped up, and like she got girl bossed. Penny got straight up girl bossed.
She got roasted by Athena and Artemis. Let's call it what it is.
Like a
She got
rotisserie chicken.
roasted.
Like a fucking rotisserie chicken.
She had an intervention.
Pretty much, yeah. You know it's bad when the Greek deities have to come out and give you therapy sessions.
Yeah. Also, here. Daedalic said, careful with the circle, and we were like, fuck you, we're gonna get to the circle, and we got to the circle, and also Chasm did, Shelby did her thing, that was before she had a talk with Death, and maybe accidentally, not as accidentally, aged back the mean metro.
I'm gonna put this out. Charging at someone and rugby tackling them to the ground is not accidental.
I said maybe accident.
You don't know our
She
intentions.
could have done it otherwise, but she decided to do it this way, and it ended up in her favor.
Maybe she
Yeah.
just fell. Have you
So-
ever thought about that? Shelby maybe
Yeah,
just fell.
so
At first, with a lot of magic.
the leader of all the witches in the world is now a 6-year-old girl sitting on the naughty step.
Oh, she was the leader
I
of
totally forgot
all
about that.
bitches
Yes.
in the whole world?
Yes.
Amazing.
Anna is in charge of all covens. It is the
Why did-
coven of the covens.
But then why did she act like she was like the principal of a, I don't know, prep school?
Because
And
that's
It's
Sorry.
called ego.
yeah, and it's Amanda's ego. Look,
Yeah,
she
if
uses
you have ego, use it for something better. I mean, that's just disgraceful.
I never said Amanda was perfect.
You never even tried to say that, Hedge.
Exactly.
So yeah, Amanda is now 6-year-old. She would have been like minus 15 years old if Felix wouldn't been like, nope, we're not killing people here, thank you very much, and pulled the whole rest of the energy back into, we don't know, the grass, I believe?
The grass, yes.
The grass.
The grass got very, very green because it was very, very new and very, very nice.
Yeah, which is like a very crass step for Felix, but on the other hand, he just learned that he baked basically 16 years of life energy into the afterlife because he was stress baking because of reasons. Not further disclosed reasons.
And obviously, no more questions on this article.
Also, Agent P helped me out. Maya had a talk with, like, you also
No
had a talk
one.
with Hermes. Yeah, but you
I
talked with
did.
Hermes,
I was the
and
one
then-
who convinced Hermes to get us back to the museum.
Yes, we left last session just after Penny had come back, and
And we
everyone-
saw a random person on a high chair, which I remember when you first said this, I imagined like a kid's high chair. Not gonna lie.
You know what? It is
with
a
like
kid's high chair
dark
now.
hair,
It's fine.
with like dark hair, drinking wine, and they like sinisterly said, "Finally, things are getting interesting."
Look, okay, in Vampire, I did the cutaway bit at the beginning. Now I'll do the cutaway bits at the end. And one day I'll do them in the middle of the session for no goddamn reason. And I won't give you any context. But yes. Tell you what,
You just want cheap entertainment in the break.
exactly. What I'm here for, entertainment purposes. Tell you what, because that was so wonderfully done, everyone can take an extra point of adversity.
3 token, yay!
Not because I'm totally going to be taking them off you later, but I mean, remember, it's equivalent exchange. GM giveth, the GM taketh.
Except I gain more than I lose because when I fail, I gain them. I gain 2 of them.
Oh, same. You also got easygoing?
Hilariously, that's what the trait is called, but Penny is
It's
not
anything
at all
but
easygoing.
easygoing.
No, you're not. Penny's
Ah.
Wait,
anything
do
but
3 of us-
easygoing.
Do 3 of us have easygoing? Because I do as well.
That's so funny.
I don't.
But I feel
Which
like
tracks?
Felix and Shelby, like, they deserve it. They are easygoing one way or another.
Yeah, it fits Felix more than it fits Penny. Look, she just evolved into a very chaotic person, so. But I can't change my character sheet, it's on there, so. Go with it.
Are we ready for chaos then?
No.
Always.
Always. Okay.
Sure.
So, at this point in the day, most of the Coven's now gone back inside the house. Aaron has just left the group. He's gone to go back up to the library, which seems to be his new second home.
I thought he was taking the girls on a drive.
He was, wasn't he? Yes, he was. He was taken for a drive, then coming back later to go to the library. That was it. I literally had the words "go for drive" on one page and then "library" on the other. So I misread it.
So he's driving a library?
Yeah, he's driving a library with his
Howl's moving library.
Poor library. Soon to be spa if Amanda gets her way. Yes, so Aaron is going to take Ellie, Lana, and her new girlfriends, on a nice drive with Tanner to show them around. He'll be gone a few hours. I'm going to be honest, it seems like things are going a little backwards. Trying to turn Aaron back to his teenage self, and we've somehow turned Amanda into a 6-year-old. Not the look we were going for. And now poor Shelby can't. Well, Shelby can fix the problem, kind
In
of.
the life transference at Win. Kind of.
Kind of.
I'll just bake 5,000 cookies and feed them all to Amanda.
6-year-olds love cookies. I'm
They
sure that'll work out great.
Actually, I believe that's something that Felix would do. Felix would look for Amanda. Be like, knock knock.
Well,
like on a wall next to the
stairs in the main hallway. Yeah, Amanda is kind of sitting on the second upmost step from the bottom with this really childish strop on her face. Like hands up like that. It's really stroppy. Like, what do you want?
Amazing.
I actually kind of wanted to apologize because I'm not sure if this was the goal that we had in mind. I'm not sure if Shelby wanted this to happen. And I know that your life is going to be a lot harder by now.
Look,
So,
that budget Hello Kitty, of course I wanted it to happen.
I would prefer it if you would not talk about my friends in this tone.
I'm just saying it how it is. Have you seen what they wear?
They are my friend. They can wear whatever they want. At least their clothes still fit them.
Oh boy.
Point taken.
So I somewhat come with an offering of peace, and he just holds a cookie in her general direction.
He takes the cookie and spends a while sniffing it, just to make sure it doesn't have any, like, it's not like immediately got a smell on it. It would be like, oh, this is actually poison. And then you sort of see her.
Amanda, you're a 6-year-old. If I wanted to hurt you, I could.
What is it with this party and making threats to adults?
Really, it's just
Well,
a cookie.
not that much of an adult anymore.
Not anymore, no. You see that she eventually eats the cookie.
It's a very nice cookie.
It's okay. Which,
Okay.
from Amanda, it's okay is probably like the best compliment you're ever gonna get.
It's like 3 Michelin stars.
Yeah, it's alright. You do notice ever so slightly. I won't make you roll for it because you observe this happening in one direction. You actually notice that Amanda seems to have clocked a couple days back.
Like she looks older again
So it's about 2 days older.
in the last few minutes.
Immediately after eating the cookie.
Oh,
Now,
Take
don't,
Jake like
lot
gets
of
a bit
cookies.
closer.
now, don't get me wrong. The amount of cookies you would need to make her eat to bring her back to her normal age, I don't think. The house.
How
can
How old?
contain
How
her.
old? How old was she again?
She was 35. So she's lost about 20 odd years.
Yeah, but we don't need her
Nine.
at 25. We just need her at an age where she can cast magic again. So Felix like looks at her and is like, fascinating, it's really working.
I mean, you need about 170 to 180 cookies for each year you want to put back on Amanda.
Yeah, but Felix like looks at her and is like,
But your theory is right. Your cookies are imbued with some kind of magic.
oh no, and Felix sent Aaron so many!
You didn't
Oh
eat them all.
no.
I didn't eat them all though, so.
You didn't eat many, no.
Oh, good.
I mean, you know what they say, a moment on the lips, 2 days more on your hips.
Tell you what, give me a brains check at DC 8.
Brains was my D12, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
10.
You know you're on the right track with the concept of, oh, these cookies can be used to, accelerate/reverse the aging processes. Obviously, there's no way you could make someone eat that many cookies.
But Felix never tried baking cookies while trying to like actively put magic into them.
Mm-hmm. And also,
Maybe that's something he should try.
yes, and you also now know that Shelby has life transference. Maybe there's a way to make a super cookie.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Felix is like looking at Amanda, like doing the math in his head. Amanda? Would you like to be 22 again?
I'd like to
No, wait,
at normal age
24.
again.
That's gonna be hard. But I can get you 16 years. Maybe. I don't know.
Fine, do whatever it is you need to do. Not like I can stop you anymore.
No, I'm asking actively for your consent.
Oh, yes, fine. Do whatever you want.
You know,
Morons.
people were a lot nicer to you if you were nicer to them.
Or maybe people united to me if they realised I was in charge. She says, and she puts her hand on her hips, by the fact that she's 6 years old.
Amanda, being in charge does not mean everybody following you around. It means leading them on. And you know that. Because that's what you've been doing. But I believe you could do better. Allow me to help you. But please stop clawing at my friends. You're acting like a child. And not just because you're younger.
Fine. Just do whatever it is you want to do. I can't stand being younger than my son.
Then we'll try something. I'll get back to you later. And I go back to the group and I'm like, Amanda truly is a piece of work. So, Shelby? Would you like to try baking a super cookie?
A super cookie for what?
For getting years from one place and bringing them to another. Because I just gave Amanda a cookie and she aged like, not much, a bit, like a few days.
Well,
something.
If it's gonna be to get her back to her normal age, no. If it's gonna be for Aaron, yeah, sure. But I'm not gonna help Amanda back to her age. I don't want her to be in charge again.
Even very much respect that and understand that still Amanda can be a pretty powerful witch, and we could need her on our side if shit hits the fan. Also, she would owe you.
Oh yeah. Sorry?
Also, she would owe you.
No, she wouldn't. I'm the one who did that to her. She wouldn't be she wouldn't be backing me anyway. Remember how she threw her keys just to get rid of me? She wouldn't be on my side even if I did that.
Yeah. I believe a few days or weeks as a kid would do her well.
Look, I'm down to help her get to a normal kind of age, okay? I didn't mean for her to become a 6-year-old. That is true. But I am not for getting her back into a power position. Yeah,
I'm
she
not-
can get her magic back, but I am not
I
down
don't want
for
her back into a power position either. But I want us to be
you want
safe.
her magic.
I want
Yes.
magic.
I get that. I'll help you, but I will not try to make it as super of a cookie as you might want.
I have no ideas how your powers work, so all that you can give
Nor
me
do
is all
I,
that I may
so-
receive.
I've just
By the
been
way,
teleported all over the place, and now I just can do this. I have no clue how it works. I haven't
Also-
used it enough.
Yeah. Also, I was thinking of maybe trying a new recipe, something pastel-y, maybe with lilac.
Okay, I'm done. Also, Penny, I know you care about Aaron, so I don't know I don't know what kind of things you said to him. I don't know how you two are doing, but are you down for trying a little bit of, let's say, getting him back to a normal age again?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything I can do to help that, but what do you have in mind?
I mean, we have to power the super cookie with something.
I mean, if you want him to get involved, we can ask. Sure.
Do you want him to get involved?
I mean,
For sure.
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely would, but I mean, can't speak for him, so we'll have to ask him.
Penny, are you alright?
I Yeah. So we're at the Coven House, correct?
Hmm?
Are we all hanging at the Coven House? Are we outside?
Yeah, it's
Or
still
in the
by
building?
the. I imagine if you haven't moved from when the group you was, you're still outside by the council circles.
Mm.
Penny takes a look around.
I think
Oh,
Anne
I think
froze.
Anne just froze to me.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh noes.
Oh no.
Give it a second, it'll potentially level itself out.
But she
Because-
froze like
She's having an
crazy.
she's
Like
having an
it's looking
intense
like a
look
romantic
around.
painting. Like
Yeah.
Just really there thinking hard. Whatever they're gonna say, it's very important.
It's about the
Yes, absolutely.
individuality. Sorry, my roommate has studied what's it called? History of arts.
Ah,
Ooh.
so I learned to differentiate between classical, romantic, baroque, and like the thing that came after, which I only know the German word for.
Renaissance? I don't know.
Also, no, but like the
Impressionist?
the one where they like really have an focus on like the working individual and like the romanticization of nature also. Romance?
Romantic.
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 Thank you.
The romantic period. A period that I know nothing about.
Well,
Oh.
now you know.
My
Hey!
internet died for like a minute there.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We were waiting for you, it's fine. You can carry on where you left off.
Okay, so Penny just quietly says, "You know how I disappeared for a few minutes at school?
Mm-hmm.
So I met Athena and Artemis, and something that they told me that really kind of stuck with me. We're in a war. Now, I couldn't figure out like the context. I feel like I'm missing a lot of information. But we are caught in the middle of something to do with the underworld, the astral plane, the afterlife, all of these different places. And two things I took away from that. I'm the defense. Obviously barrier magic and all that, but the other thing that they told me was that Felix was the offense.
What?
Important information, but that's what they relayed to me, and I felt like it was an important thing to tell the group.
I'm the offense?
I don't know what any of it means, first
Do we
time
have a
meeting
healer?
gods.
You sure you didn't switch it around? I mean, yeah, your magic is like shields and stuff, but like you're the most straightforward person I know. You're the one dishing out the hits.
But it's all motivated by this desire to protect. So it all, in a roundabout way, makes sense. The part about you being the offense is the part that I am struggling with, but I don't know what the logic of the gods are.
I'm
But
not
I
the
thought I
offense.
would.
No.
I
Any
thought I
one
would
of you
tell
would be like the better offense. I'm just the guy with the plans. I bake cookies. I couldn't swing a hit if my life depended on it.
I felt.
I don't think that wouldn't make you the offense. Just because you do things that aren't so straightforward doesn't make you any less of a person who would go to war for their friends. You're the one who calls people out anytime someone says something about us that isn't right.
Yeah,
You're the
but, like,
one who actually steps out to do something. You gave Ellie a card in case she changed her mind. How is that not being on the offense? How is that not being straightforward? Don't demean yourself like that. You're way more than that, and we know that. And you should too.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
You're not hurting anybody intentionally. You're only making sure the people you care about aren't hurt.
Maybe it's something different.
It's the war part that bothers me, and I feel like what we know is only a fraction of a bigger picture, something that we're not fully understanding yet.
mean, maybe everything will unfold as the year goes on. The thing is supposed to be at the festival anyway, so clearly something is supposed to happen or is gonna try to happen during the
Are you
next
saying
couple
something
months.
wicked this way comes? I've heard Penny
Yes.
rehearse the text way too often.
Anyway, that's it. It's just the idea of being in the middle of a war that's been weighing on my mind all day. Anyway, if you guys want Aaron involved in the cookie making process, then I'll ask. I think we talked to him about it a little bit.
I believe we should have a test run first.
Yeah, I mean,
But
whatever you think is best, I guess. Yeah, I know he's with his sister and her friends right now.
yeah, maybe just have them have a bit of time together.
We can start preparing.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I'll get the
maybe we
flour.
Yeah,
What time is it?
It is late afternoon, turning on evening. So Aaron will be back in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so about around 7:30, 8 p.m.-ish.
So listen, guys. If you think it's a good idea, I will get Aaron on board and meet you guys at Felix's for a baking party later. I think I need to go to a dance class and blow off some steam. So I'll meet you guys in a little bit. But yeah. Is there anything you
Okay.
need? Is there anything else you need from me beforehand?
take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
You're important to us.
I will. I know.
No, Penny. Don't look away and do the. Don't worry, I will. Promise.
I promise. I need to, I don't know, dance away the anxiety for a bit and the stress. Going to dance class is me taking care of myself.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you there. 8 p.m. Okay.
Okie coke. So Penny goes off to dance class, leaving the three of you in the Coven household to burn some time. As you walk back into the household, you know, you've got Shelby and Felix kind of holding the doors to enter. You notice something. You notice the barrier's flickering once more. But also, Maya's not here.
That'll be next.
Sometime between walking from the council stones back to the main doors, Maya disappeared.
How wonderful.
You all love it, really. So, Maya, for you didn't disappear. It's a bit weird how it happened for you. As you walked forward, everyone just sort of vanished into like a mist, and the sun disappeared. and is replaced
Mhm.
instead by a moon.
Okay.
Standing where Felix and Shelby were opening the doors, now holding the doors in their stead, you see two women.
Huh.
I will extend the same courtesy that I extended to the other two. Could you describe to me what Nyx looks like?
Oh. Oh. Like, I think dark robes, not black.
Mm.
More like a dark royal purple. Um, with like a gold, like belt with like tassels on one side, and dark long hair that isn't tied up, just straight, pin straight, long black hair.
In my head, for some reason, I have Bayonetta in my head, and I don't know why, but that image is just pinned in my
Ooh.
head. It's fine. It's Bayonetta,
Ooh.
video game character. Completely
Bayonetta. Oh,
completely
oh,
off the
yes.
scuff. But holding the other door is possibly the even more puzzling woman. Would you like to describe Hecate?
Oh, Hecate for sure has like short, like curly hair that's like probably in a bob, but that's kind of like pinned back up. And is wearing something a little like no, just also like just robes.
Mm.
I can't really discern a color. Maybe like an emerald green.
Maybe they don't have a colour. Maybe they're
I
unobservable.
think it's like oh, it like shifts.
Yeah,
I feel like
every
the
time you look
fabric
at
would
it, it's a
shift.
slightly different colour. It's the whole it's just a blue or gold dress all over again. Every time you look at it, it's a slightly different colour, and you start gaslighting yourself and thinking, that was slightly greener than last time I looked at it.
Mm.
They both hold their arms out to invite you inside.
Okay. I take their hands and I follow them inside.
So, a quick backstory of what you know here, because you do have some knowledge. In fact, everyone here would have some knowledge. There's a huge tale that most witches get their power from Hecate.
Mm-hmm.
That it was her that started the magical bloodlines of both the Magi and the witches. And that once upon a time, maybe they were the same thing. But as time's gone on, they've drifted further and further apart. It's extremely contentious in both lines' histories because it suggests that there is a joint starting point. And when Magi and witches don't get on, they don't like the idea of this whole joint starting place because that means they were all brothers and sisters, and that's not conducive to talking shit about each other. But usually glossed over. Nyx also plays quite a prominent role in divination. As a kind of weird to the side kind of thing. But a lot of the original stories of divination, the branching and creation of divination magic, suggest that Nyx was somehow involved.
It makes sense because her mom's Leaf.
As you walk into the dining room of the household, I'm not going to make you describe them. Don't worry.
Okay.
You see sitting, now remember, in the Covenant dining room has one of those long tables. It can fit about 30 people around it. You see every single chair filled with one deity after another deity after another deity. Apollo, Hera, Rhea, Atlas, Hypnos. I could keep going
Okay.
on.
Okay.
They all look at you.
Oh,
No
no.
one says a word. You notice at the very end of this table, the one chair at the very end on the one side is empty.
Mm-hmm.
Nyx kind of leans in slightly. I'm guessing this makes you quite nervous.
Well, there's a reason I'm here, right?
Of course. But you don't feel the nerves?
A little.
You see that Nyx kind of gives off a really half sly but also half proud smile.
Okay.
I had a suspicion that you wouldn't be as nervous as you perhaps should be in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time you took your seat.
My seat. There?
She points all the way to the one chair at the end of the table.
Okay. And Maya, like, gingerly steps towards it while, like,
I mean, you've got to walk to the
scanning the
other
table.
side of the table.
Yeah.
It's in this
So
long walk.
she's just like one step at a time, just trying not to like have a panic attack, just and kind of like if any like gods catch her eye, it's just like like a hostess, like welcome.
You see, Helios is just there, kind of smiling and half waving, as you walk past. As you sit down on your seat, you feel almost like a jolt.
Oh.
Almost as if you immediately feel stronger.
Okay.
I suppose now Nick starts. We can explain why we're all here. I will be honest, this isn't everyone. We had to limit the party to, well, this. There's not enough energy in Olympus at the moment to send enough of us across.
This is plenty.
I suppose your friends may have already told you about some of our comrades appearing.
Yes.
So, when we reach out to them as champions, we reach out to them because of their innate nature, their personality, their abilities. It's quite obvious that, we've picked these people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a problem with you, Maya.
Oh.
In that it's a good problem, depending on your view. What's that expression that they all use nowadays? Jack of all trades?
Yep,
I think it is.
that's the one.
I try to keep up, but I can't. You are so varied in your magic that it was very difficult for a single one of us to take you in as our own. Originally, we were going to say that maybe you weren't ready. Maybe we should have just let you stay behind while we contact the rest of your friends. But that's not particularly fair. And you have great power. And it was Hecate that suggested that perhaps your power is the power to wield all powers. Do you ever feel like... You know how witches can cast 3 schools of magic particularly well?
Yeah.
And that's their 3.
Yes. Yes.
What are your 3? Can you describe them?
Well, I like alchemy. And abjuration seems cool too.
You see Hera laughs at I like alchemy. You see Hecate kind of raises her hand to quiet her and replies, look, don't start stressing yourself. The reason you can't answer the question is because you can cast all schools of magic without a restriction. That's why none of us can bond to you in the same way that we bond with your friends.
Oh.
It's actually a good problem to have.
Okay.
It just might not feel like it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know some people who aren't liked if they can't perform more than one. So...
You mean the boy?
Yeah.
The boy has his own battles to fight. And one day he will have to fight them. But he has to fight them alone.
Right.
If we interfere with that battle, things would get even worse.
So, what... I guess what do I do is a redundant question.
Whatever you want to do is the answer to your redundant question.
Yeah.
You've got questions. Why don't you try asking a few?
The prophecy that we got
Mm-hmm.
and the ritual that's supposed to happen,
Mm-hmm.
why are so many people so intent on it happening?
That is what we're trying to figure out ourselves. There seems to be a certain subset of people who have seen it fit to end life on this mortal plane and bring everyone to the underworld. And in doing that, they've attempted to restrict us from accessing it and the underworld themselves. Hence the barrier. I can't really tell you much about why they plan to do it. I know that the Oracle is true, but we can't tell you why. We know it's not Hades. Hades has actually helped us.
We knew that too.
But unfortunately, we're drawing blanks. We know Daedalus is involved. We know the Furies are involved. But that's where our knowledge ends. At least in that regard.
So you know just as much as we do. That's not a good thing.
You've got to understand that up until about a day ago, we were sealed on the other side in Olympus.
Right.
So we are also, at this moment, scrambling, trying to figure out what's going on, and we're unsure of how long Hermes and Hades can keep this going before it collapses in on itself again.
So we don't know how it was opened. The channel was opened again. We don't know who allowed that.
No, we know that Hermes and Hades had tried a spell. They've been trying a lot of spells, to be fair, but they happened to do the same spell at the same time on two different sides, and it just so happened to puncture through this time.
What was the spell?
It was a variation of barrier magic. I believe one of your mortals, Cordelia, knew how to cast a variation of it.
Yes.
You see, one thing they don't teach abjurationists is that their barriers can put up shields. They can also take them down. If applied
And someone's trying to take down
in the right direction.
So we need to take the barrier down?
Not your barrier. Remember, we're
No.
talking about two barriers here. We have your banner, the so-called Tanner barrier, which is helping to suspend reality in its place. And then we've called it the Underworld barrier, even though it's not actually only in the Underworld. It's just a moniker that we've came up with because we can't think of anything original yet. Call it, but that is the barrier that separates your plane of existence from everywhere else. That's the barrier we've just broken through, and that's how we're talking to you. Through a tiny hole.
Right.
That is every ticking moment sealing itself back up again.
So we need to take that barrier down.
Ideally. And we have a plan for it. Well, no, that's a lie. You see that Hecate holds her hand back up again. I was like, okay, everyone needs to stop panicking and take a moment. We can't deal with the barrier on our side. They knew that we were powerful deities and we just blast our way through anything they put in front of us. This barrier's weak spot is on your side. And we think the ritual at the end of the year has something to do with it. We think that's when it'll be at its absolute weakest. So we have a plan.
Okay.
And we need you to enact the plan.
Okay.
You see that Nyx summons a book in her hands
Mm-hmm.
and places it in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It is a catalogue of all things.
Okay.
Actually, catalogue is the wrong word. It's more like a yearbook.
Okay.
And, I mean, Bard got it right in the chat, basically. In this yearbook is every single god and deity as if it was a high school yearbook. All the way down to the really cheesy one-liners underneath each of the photos.
Oh.
Like, Zeus has just got the word shocking underneath theirs. If the Furies are going to manipulate the odds in their favor, then we have to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And you are the most, I guess, for lack of a better term, suitable leader, given your natural ability.
Right.
So we're going to propose this. Pick 4, and they will join you on the other side.
Right now?
Mm-hmm. When we close the spell, they will be on the other side. You're going to have to do a lot of explaining to your friends, as this is about to get very weird.
Okay.
But don't worry, don't rush.
Alright. Totally not Googling all the gods.
do you want my master list? I have a Wikipedia article
Yes, please.
that has a lot of. I'm just gonna put it in the. Are you on the Twitch chat at the moment?
I am on the Twitch chat.
I will
Why
put it in the
not?
main Twitch chat just because that way I have to open up Discord. But there's an entire Wikipedia article with mythological figures.
Wait, I clicked out of the Twitch tab. God damn it.
There's a lot there.
I'm trying to like expand it. Oh, hi.
Knock yourself out. While you're thinking about that, I'm going to jump back to the other side of reality. While you make your very difficult choice. Because there's a lot of choices. I told you it would be something you weren't expecting. Anyway. For Shelby and Felix, with Maya gone, once more, the barrier flickering, you are met with Mary, standing just behind you in the dining room. It almost looks like she was going to come outside. Hello, children.
Hey, Mary.
How are you?
Do you want a cookie?
I can have a cookie. That's fine.
Here. They're even vegan.
She eats the cookie.
I watch her intensely.
Nothing happens. I think she doesn't age backwards or forwards. You theorize because she's not been touched by time, the cookies don't do anything because she's already at her equilibrium point. So there'd be no need to shift her backwards and forwards. Behind her, you see little Miles jump out. Because he heard the word cookie.
He also gets a cookie.
He doesn't get the you don't have to lean down to get the cookie because he's already climbing the dining room table to like jump over and grab the cookie from your height.
Miles? Miles?
Yes, cookie.
What's the magic word? Don't abracadabra me, bitch.
Oh, I was gonna say da-da. Please? Miles eats the cookie. Unlike everyone else, however, he throws the cookie up.
Oh!
He swallows it. He's like, oh, this is really, really nice. And then just goes, bleh, and brings it back up. You can tell using your magic senses, all the magic you imbued in it is still in it.
Miles, are you okay?
Yeah, I feel fine. My stomach feels okay. It was a nice cookie. Why did I bring it back up? You've seen Mary has a very worried look on her face. He's fine. He's just feeling a little bit under the weather. He's being a bit of a silly guy.
Mary, do you see what I see? And he points like his eyes towards the cookie, like.
It's a cookie. He just doesn't, sometimes cookies don't agree with him.
I look to Shelby.
Yeah.
Okay. Then sorry, I made you sick.
Those cookies, I've been told they're magically imbued.
Absolutely by accident. I had no idea what I was doing.
No. I'm not like attacking.
I was told I baked 16 years worth of energy into the afterlife because I was stress baking.
Stress baking was putting it lightly. You were stress creating a new multinational baking company from your own kitchen.
Well, I gave one to Amanda and she seemed to age by 2 days or 3 maybe.
That's
so,
because she's out of time. And magic can sometimes restore.
I didn't thought I didn't make that many cookies.
Do me a favor. I'm gonna regret saying this out loud. Give Miles another cookie.
Okay, here you go, big fella.
Takes the cookie, is really excited because it's another cookie. Eats the cookie. There. Comes straight back up again. Again, it hasn't even hit stomach acid. It's like just the bits of the cookie. It's not been digested at all. But all of its magical energy is in it still. Either of you can give me a brains check, DC 12, but you can include your magic die.
Ooh.
Oh lord.
Absolutely on point 12. I feel a bit bad. I want some adversity
14.
tokens.
A
Holy
what?
shit, 14.
Okay, well you both know. You're about to learn a secret. The reason Miles is rejecting the cookie is because Miles is not a witch.
Loaded.
Wait. I look up to Mary. Can I do like...
Oh my fucking
Can I
God.
check if she knows? Does she know?
She knows. It's what you're seeing in front of you is her realizing for the first time that it's definitely true. You have just confirmed to her what she
Oh.
suspected. Yes, Shelby?
I wanted to add to my roll. It was a 10, so it would explode, right?
Yeah, if it's your max one,
But
yeah.
then I rolled again, and it was a 10 again. Does it explode again?
I don't think they double explode, but go on, do it again. Why not?
Really?
Okay, so that makes a total 28.
They
It probably doesn't add
They-
on it, but
No, it does. I mean, it takes you to 10. It takes you to plus 10 over the target. So Shelby, I will give you all the bits you need to know. Miles is a magi.
oh my fucking God.
Have
Okay.
we ever heard about Miles' father?
Nope. Mary has never mentioned Miles's father.
Oh, shit.
Holy.
I will say on a 28, even though he's a little baby boy, you know his magi class.
Oh.
He is an enchantment magi. He will grow up with the ability. He will grow up with an enchantment ability that makes Aaron look like a kid. Because
Never bet
I'm-
against ADHD.
Because I'm about to put another little spin on it because you got so fucking high.
Well, it's because you allowed it to explode twice.
Do you know what? If you can roll double your max twice, I think you deserve another explosion. Because that so rarely bloody happens. Even for a magi, Miles is exceptionally gifted in terms of raw magical ability. If you were going to rank them, his magi level ability would be the equivalent of Carlisle's warlock council ability, which suggests that one of the great families may be Miles's father.
Well,
He's got some.
Well,
he's
that
got some
took a turn,
pedigree.
didn't it? Huh.
let us introduce to you Shelby, our magic pregnancy test. They like paternity test.
It's more like magic radar. Boop,
Yep.
boop, boop, boop.
Maida.
By the way, Hedge, if you don't mind me
Yep.
asking, why doesn't he? I mean, why doesn't he? Why can't he take the cookies if he's a magi?
Because your cookies are baked with witch magic, which is slightly attuned differently to magi magic. It's like French and Spanish. They're based on the same like base level components, but are built differently and therefore aren't compatible with each other. He is rejecting witch magic.
Oh.
Because he can't swallow witch magic. The reason
And would
why...
that mean that if a magi went to the afterlife and had one of Felix's cookie, he would also throw up?
Yep.
Well, in combination with the whole thing, I'm sorry you died here, have a cookie. That's a hit, like a slap in the face.
Yes. I will also say that on that amazing roll that you can tell, like, with witches, you can. It's not so easy with witches because witches are generalized casters, but with magi, it is possible to feel and sense their parents' powers. Now, you know that Mary is an enchantment witch. So clearly he took after his mother more than his father. But buried deep in that magical sort of pool is aeromancing.
Do I remember?
Wind magic.
Okay.
Airbending, if you like.
Oh my god, we found the avatar.
The ADHD kid.
You don't know I'm gonna say this actually. Do you know what? Because you both passed. I'll say that you figure all that out. You whisper to Felix everything that's coming up in your mind. On your 12, Felix, you remember a little bit about Magi history. When the Magi War happened 10 years ago, it was between Salem, who was a storm mage, and another great family called Elysius, who was an aeromancer, who also lost the war.
And the Storm Mage was the one who took the lights out of New York City.
Yep, and Elysius was the one she shot that bolt straight at.
And the war was about getting if Magi and witches work together or not. No, what was the Magi?
The Magi War was Elysius's family saying to Salem's family, "You shouldn't be in charge anymore. We should be." And that went horribly wrong. Because now, well, it ended with Elysius getting hit by the entire electrical grid of New York directly into the chest. Using common knowledge and a little bit of, now you know when you're putting the dates in your head. The war ending and Miles being conceived line up within about a year of each other.
Ooh.
So obviously pregnancy takes 9 months. The one fact that I keep forgetting in all of my character sheets is that it takes 9 months to have a baby. Baby is not just pop, appear. So there's a very good chance that Miles' father is one of the most wanted magi in the world. A fact.
Where's Maya when we need her?
a fact that Mary doesn't deny if you put it in front of her.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Miles is just running around the table at this point. Miles has no idea what's going on and why you're all having an epiphany moment.
That's a fast boy.
Yeah, I call him Hurricane. That's why we call him Hurricane.
Is that the only reason?
Well, I used to call my husband Tornado. Kind of felt fitting, I guess. Well, partner. Not husband. We never really did get a chance to get married. He left me.
Shelby's just at a loss for words.
It's like,
Honestly.
it was a long time ago, and it was nice while it lasted, and I had Miles. And if I see him again, I will punch him so hard in the face.
Shelby can give him a shake hand. Ugh.
But no. I'm raising
Does
Miles on
Amanda
my own.
know?
Amanda knows. I suspect Amanda knows more than she lets on.
Is that the reason why you're not just head of the witches by now?
Oh, that's a very good joke. I am not a council family. There is no way I could ever be on the council. It's nice you think like
Well-
that, but
What was Miles' dad's name again?
Aloysius.
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 Yeah, Aloysius. The O is silent.
Potato,
Mary's-
potato.
I never heard it
You know
pronounced that way.
Mary.
There's a college right near me that has this name.
Hmm.
Mary, you know who would follow you into battle, don't you?
Yes, but even if I did, I'm nowhere near strong enough, and I wouldn't know what to do with it all. Me and Amanda have a difficult relationship because of Miles and Carlisle and all the stuff around that. But I still wouldn't want her gone. She has her uses. You just have to learn to press the right buttons. The irony is, she wanted Aloysius for herself.
Yeah, I've heard how she talked about her own kid.
That's why she wanted him. If you mix Magi Council, if you mix Magi Great Family blood and you mix it with Witch Council blood, the two strongest types of magical on both sides, I wouldn't want to think what the end result would be.
Yeah, and yet if you put a cherry branch on a peach tree, you get all the fruits you could ever want. That's not how it works.
Yeah, we don't want hybrid, supercharged hybrid children running around. That's how you make
Not if-
demigods.
Not if that's the only way we view them.
I suppose. Just a lot of people are scared of that. That's why they stopped Salem and Al getting together in the first place. You know? But that's just ancient history lesson. Well, I say ancient, it was only like 10 years ago, but... Anyway, I have Miles, and I'm extremely happy. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Even if I am tired, and exhausted, and always working, and always cleaning, and always wanting to sleep.
If you want to, I could take care of him for a few days.
Maybe when the world's not about to end.
I would say yes, but I believe that if the world's about to end, you can use all the sleep you can get.
Oh, I won't be of any use, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. You and, you know, you'll fix it. I have confidence in you.
Mary, we're teenagers.
And some of the best hero stories are where teenagers are the heroes.
Real life isn't a book. This isn't just some game.
Depends how you view it. It's fine. I get it's a lot of pressure. But look at what you've done.
Until now, not much.
What do you mean, not much? You made more progress than us adults, and we've been trying. Clearly, something out there wants you to pursue this.
Shall we help me out here?
I would not know what to say. It,
Big brain
We have-
thoughts, low brain
we
speech.
just said we just had talks with deities. Stuff.
Exactly.
There's just too much happening.
I mean, first of all, I hope you're safe while doing that. And
Just look deaf in the eye. It's fine.
what? You did what now?
Don't worry.
I
Don't worry.
look.
Come
That's
on.
my point. If deities are getting involved, clearly you're entangled in this somehow. I'll help, but I can't promise I'm the answer. Anyway, I better take Miles out for his walk, otherwise he'll be too hyper when it's time for bedtime later. So I'm gonna set him out on the garden for a bit. And hopefully he goes and picks some of Amanda's favourite flowers.
I would encourage that.
You heard that, Miles?
Yeah, I can make flowers. You sort of see him literally run between the two of you and just run into the garden and go meow at the top of his lungs while he's running outside. Here's a handful. Hurricane also works for the trail of destruction he leaves behind.
I can clean up the chairs.
It's fine. It's fine. Look, I'm gonna go outside. I'll be back in a bit, and then we can talk about whatever it is. If you want to talk or vent or whatever, I'll be around.
Yeah, thanks.
You got this.
We try.
We try.
You see Mary runs outside, chasing. Just trying to tell Miles not to climb the tree as he's currently shimmying halfway up it. And it's like, no, Miles, down.
You know, Shelby, most of the time, when I'm talking like this, I'm talking to my dog.
Yeah. That's how I talk about my cat as well.
Please remind me to never have kids.
I think you're enough of a reminder for that yourself, but I'll try.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, you're busy with your plants. It's like you don't need kids when you can take care of all your trees or your plants. You already have your hand full.
Nice save.
I'm just gonna be the gay dude in the one-room apartment with 5,000 plants. Sounds good.
Crazy plant man.
Well, we'll be there to accompany you. How about that?
How about that?
All the fun in the world.
Oh,
So, P, have you got your 4? We have our final choices. Awesome. In
Oh my
which-
god. like the Bachelor, where like he is talking to
I'll give
all
you
these
a rose.
all of these different gods and like taking them aside on like group dates where they just have conversations like, so how do you feel about the underworld?
I have my 4,
You have your 4. Awesome.
and I'm pretty happy with them.
You're pretty happy. Well, let me get my own pencil because I'm going to need this because I'm going to have to make this up on the fly.
Ordering gods a la carte.
Exactly. Never order them a la carte ever. So please reveal to us, Your Majesty, what your 4 selections are.
Hephaestus,
Okay.
Apollo,
Okie dokie. The be gay do crime. Okay.
yes, be crime do gay, Nemesis,
Nemesis. Okie doke.
and Styx.
Okie doke.
Apollo's gonna show up, see Penny and be like, I shot at you.
No, that was Artemis.
Oh, it's Artemis.
Oh
yeah.
wait.
That was Artemis.
Apollo is
Okay.
the twin.
Oh, yeah, no, that tracks. I confuse twins all the time. My own brothers are identical.
Oh,
I mix them up all the time.
Okie doke. So, you see, Nyx looks at your choices, arches an eyebrow a little bit. It's like, are you sure? Are these definitely for you want?
this is who I want.
Okay. Well, I have one last gift.
Oh,
You see that he pulls into her robes and pulls out a necklace
okay.
of dark, what looks like dark purple metal, a pendant that is shaped like a crescent moon and a star.
Oh, okay.
Interestingly, the star is disconnected so that the chain covers the moon, holds the moon in place. There's nothing holding the star in place. It's almost like it's floating of its own accord.
Floating. Wow.
This isn't really my full thing. It's something that I've worked on a little bit with a few other people. If you push the star and crush it into the moon, it will generate a sphere of total darkness around you.
Oh.
But
Wow.
you can see in this darkness. Nobody else can.
Okay.
Not even
Okay.
deities.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll help you in a pinch if someone gets too close. And you need to get out.
Okay. Thank you.
You have nothing to fear.
Right. I mean, you said that Someone said that I am the most suitable leader. That's definitely something to worry about.
Don't worry about being a leader. Worry about being yourself. And everything
Right.
else will fall to place on its own. One
Alright.
last thing. We've decided, you see Hecate sort of takes on over. We're going to leave Hermes on this side as well. Someone's got to relay information between us. Also, he speaks really fast and is really annoying at times, so we could really use the break. So I'm sorry for lumbering him with you, but we need a break.
I can handle him. I can handle him.
So once the connection drops dead, and we're sealed away again, Hermes will appear next to you, and that's when you know we're disconnected.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay. Ready to go back?
Yep.
Okie Coke. Well, 3, 2, 1, and you see she clicks her fingers. For you, again, nothing changes. You are now sitting at the chair at the far end of the table, with Shelby and Felix now standing at the other end of the table by the door. However, sitting in the 4 chairs to the left and right of you are your chosen gods.
Oh dear.
All in their human forms. Do you want to try and describe them? How you imagine them? Since they are based around Maya's imagination.
Oh goodness.
They don't have to
I
be.
think-
They don't have to be ridiculously intricate descriptions.
Okay. Apollo is wearing sunglasses. Like it is dark outside. He is wearing sunglasses.
How old is Apollo? How old does Apollo look? Is Apollo a young adult, a teen, a middle-aged man?
Apollo's a young adult for sure. He
A
would
young
probably
adult who never
sneak
graduated.
into like frat. Yeah, he probably like sneaks into frat parties.
Has the kind of like white shirt with no tie on, but the collar all the way down.
He has like he has a puka shell necklace.
Yeah. I get the type. Casual and smart, half casual, all cool.
Hephaestus is wearing like cargo pants and a very ratty like shirt that's just has like speckles of like dirt or
Oil.
oil, all that stuff.
Someone's been in the workshop all day.
And
just
he has
decides to come
glasses.
out. And he has glasses.
Really
Awesome.
cool ones that can like do weird things. It's like you can hear a whirring coming from his general direction, and it's from his glasses. Yes. Nemesis. Nemesis is like leather jacket, like black pants, combat boots, hair up in like a ponytail.
I mean, all I'm gonna say is
like playing with a switchblade.
I have an image in my head. Be careful if Shelby sees that. There could be problems. How I fell in love with another god. Death and Nemesis. What a combo. And Styx.
Styx is confused why she was chosen.
I think half of them are confused as why they were chosen.
Styx more so.
But yes, for Felix and Shelby, do you have a moment where you literally watch Mary run out of miles, turn back around, and there's just this whole ass party? I don't know where that came from. Party. That was so Northern English. That is so bad. I was almost of a Pudligan, and I feel really, really embarrassed. I was supposed to be the posh one. Anyway, there's this whole ass party at the other end of the table. I think Apollo hasn't even bothered to lift the sunglasses up. They're just on, even though they're indoors. And there's just a very confused Maya sitting at the very end of the table.
Hi, guys.
Felix takes a seat.
All the way at the end.
At the nearest chair because his knees are just giving in. Hi,
Shelby
Maya.
is just. Oh, sorry. Shelby's just eye locked between Maya and Nemesis, going like back and forth.
Like, Nemesis clocks.
Well, hello there.
Nemesis definitely
Right.
clocks Shelby. And just goes, like, kind of like, sup?
Well, hello there. Where did you come from? Sorry, my English.
I'm sure Maya would like to explain.
Yeah, would
They're they're with me. They're with me until the barrier closes.
Do you want to introduce us to your new friends?
Well,
I prefer the
this
mystery.
is Hephaestus. This is Hephaestus. This is Nemesis. There's Apollo, and there's Styx.
Styx is still very confused as to why she is sitting at this table. I was trying to forget it. It's fine.
No, please.
I was just about to go take a nap, and then I get pulled out to here, wearing these clothes. I liked my robe.
We can get you a dress if that's what you're comfortable with. It's the closest thing we have to robes.
It'll have to do.
With Maya saying that, Shelby's eyes would just look up. So we're going to my closet now?
So is
Yeah,
the
I
question
mean-
if all of us and 4, 5 ancient gods fit into my bus?
Oh, it's
Well,
fine. I'll
I
deal
can
with that.
take the broom.
You see Festus get up. And like, which one's your van?
The red 4V bus over there. VW bus.
You see he stands outside, looks at it. Looks like left, looks right, make sure no one's looking. Like, fiddles with their glasses, like you can see like more lenses disappearing. Out of nowhere, out of like the one cargo pocket, pulls out a full ass hammer that clearly shouldn't fit in there at all. And I'm gonna roll to see how well he does this. You just see he walks up to your van and just starts smacking it with the hammer.
No! That's my broom! That's my broom!
It's fine. See,
He's making it
no
with the hammer.
dents. No dents. Open it. As you pull the door open, nothing looks different. But when you peer inside, you notice there's way more seats than there was before.
So
You got a TARDIS now.
yeah.
Yeah, you now have a van which is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. More
And
specifically,
can't get lost. I have a
um,
TARDIS.
it literally has double the space inside. So you can now fit a lot more people in here. Makes family holidays a lot more fun.
I bet.
Shelby seeing the
They're
inside.
here to help.
Thank you.
If Shelby would see the inside of the bus, she would do the classic thing.
Walk
she
around the side.
Peers inside, she peers outside, she walks around. She's like, it's bigger on the inside.
Thank you, Shelby.
I can't give
hell?
it. I can't give it time travel. You need a Kronos for that.
Oh, if that's all we need. We have so many gods around here by now. I'm sorry. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for your work. This is amazing. I am a bit overwhelmed with the recent development of things.
It's fine. I've also upgraded the tires. They're now bulletproof. And spike strip proof. And any kind of damage piercing proof.
Wow.
Do I still have to change them?
No. In fact, you don't need to do anything to this car anymore. It fixes itself. You see, like, it opens the engine compartments to the VW and all the parts are brand new that they've never been turned on before.
But my old lady,
Ta-da!
Thank you.
Oh no, this isn't one of these. It was from my mother, therefore I have to look after it, and it's a little bit of a passion project. And
Kinda.
you see that he like hits with his hammer one more time, and all the parts go back to their like original kind of like rustic color. Functionally, they're still the same. They just now look old. So at least you've got the fake reassurance that it's still an old car.
Thank you. I can't even say dear God anymore because if I say that, one of you's gonna say which one.
I was just gonna. You see, Nemesis just pops up and goes, "I was just gonna say me." By the way, I call shotgun. And they open, they open the door, go into the middle, just put their feet on the dashboard. With those big boots.
Okay. Shotgun means you have to DJ.
I have to what?
Pick the music.
Oh, he's
Here, have my phone. There's Spotify on that.
okay. Fine, I will look. You see that you see Apollo is looking around a little bit. And it's like, they never let me stray outside of Olympus often. I think they're scared I'll do something stupid.
What was the last thing you did that was stupid? That they thought was stupid.
I may have accidentally created a mountain by throwing a tree into the ground.
It's not too bad. The world needs more mountains to hike.
This was in the middle of the. This was in the middle of the plains. Like no mountain should ever have been there, and then one day there was.
More mountains to go on hikes.
Exactly. But
So, where do we want to go?
I mean,
Well-
we're making cookies, right?
First,
What else?
we could. I mean, we could also go to Shelby's and pick out a dress. And I mean, your parents have an oven, don't they, Shelby?
Sorry?
Do your parents have an oven?
No, ours broke. But we can just pass by.
We can
and then
fix
we can go to your
that.
place.
is what the Pestis
Let's
put
not
up.
fix anything else. Let's not fix anything else just yet. Let's get a dress for Styx, and we'll head on over to Felix's house to make some cookies.
Okay.
Maybe we can pick Penny up on the way.
Who's
And
Penny?
Felix is like one of us.
Another friend of ours.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I believe she had a talk with Athena.
Oh,
Artemis.
that's why Athena was looking funny this morning.
What do you mean looking funny?
There's a really smug look on her face.
It's a good thing, right?
No, whenever Athena has a smug little look on her face, it usually means she's up to something.
That's good.
I mean, she is the goddess of strategic
Strategic.
battle.
You got this.
Strategic battle. Thank you.
Yeah, but it remains to be seen. I wanted to slap her with a fish and see what happened.
Okay, let's not slap anyone with a fish. We're here to make cookies.
I can cook. You sort of see like Apollo say as they climb into the van.
Why am I imagining the gods slapping each other with fish now? Thanks, Hedge.
Yeah,
Isn't that like an episode of VeggieTales?
probably.
Oh god.
I in my head I've just seen fish slapped in cartoons that many times that one of my insults now is to slap people with fish.
I should carry
You-
a fish around and do that to people who annoy me.
You see Nemesis going through the playlist through Spotify, going, "Why isn't there Orpheus on here?"
Orpheus died before he could get on Spotify, unfortunately. So you'll have to take that up with Hades.
Well, that's what. It's fine. It's
I think
fine.
I can play something that you might like.
You just see the hands the phone for just completely. I don't understand what these what these things you call bands are.
Just plays like metal. I was trying to think of a band. I should know one, but I
Like,
Young
don't
Blood?
remember.
What's a My Chemical Romance?
Not that!
Put that on.
Felix sitting there like, I'm driving a bus full of Greek gods to the house of my parents to bake cookies. When I was a young...
you know that Nemesis and Apollo would be belting that out.
No, we should
Shelby
play
would
Bohemian
join them.
Rhapsody. That's the one. That's the one we should
Bohemian
start with.
Rhapsody.
We start with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, they say that teenagers scared the living shit.
Oh god. Look, there's not a lot of music in the afterlife. It's all harps and
Aren't there any musicians?
Let
dying?
us introduce you to electric guitars.
we've got to take one of these back with us.
Please don't take mine.
No, it's fine. We'll get another one.
Okay. And yeah, we're driving to Shelby's.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you picking Penny up before or after Shelby?
4, right?
After.
After?
I think after. If Shelby's house is closer. Because I would assume Penny's dance studio is in, like, town.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd imagine, yeah, Shelby lives close to the schools. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to say then is we'll take a break. We'll come back,
Goodness.
and then we will go visit Shelby's house, pick out a dress for Styx, and then we'll go pick up Penny, and then we'll go baking with Greek gods and goddesses. What could possibly go wrong with that?
We were talking about super cookies, right?
Yep.
We were talking about super cookies.
Nobody
Anyway.
needs potions anymore.
No?
Just cookies all the way down.
Cookies will fix everything. Right. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Go refill up your drinks, go to the toilet, stretch your legs, do what you need to do. And we will see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good break. I've got my trusty drink topped back up, ready for the final stretch. So, we're driving to Shelby's house because Styx needs a dress.
As she deserves.
That is the diversion we're taking here. So Felix is driving?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maya and Shelby. As Felix is driving along.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You watch as Felix disappears.
They're driving? What the hell?
You see Nemesis like crawl into Felix's space and be like, "What do I do? What do I do?"
Wait.
Mhm.
I can't get lost while I'm in my van.
I know you can't get lost. Who said you were lost?
You are.
Technically not lost. God damn it, Ted.
You're on a different plane. You know where you are. You're
You just
just
don't know.
in a different.
Oh, does Felix know where he is? Does he now?
It's fine. It's fine. Nemesis stops the vehicle because he guesses which one's the brake and doesn't realize that brakes are differential, and just puts his foot straight down on it, thinking that's how you do it. So everyone gets flung forward as the van comes to a halt. And
Goodness.
Nemesis is
I'll
just standing
drive.
there holding the wheel, like shaking slightly on the wheel. It's like, I've ridden horses before, but this is a bit ridiculous.
I got it. I'll drive.
Okay. Fine. Felix. For you, you're still driving. Until your van breaks down.
What? No.
All of a sudden, it's like all the petrol, all the gas, if you like, just went straight out of it. It sputters and comes to a halt. It's at that point you realise that there's no one else in the van with you now.
Oh, no. I step. I like if I'm able to, I get it on the side of the road and just like step out and look for my friends and the gods.
You see no one. You just see Tanner in complete silence. One thing you do notice is that all the trees and all the grass are all vibrant. It's like someone who's turned up the saturation of nature on Earth.
Okay, so around Felix, there's no one right now.
Nope. The only thing you can see that might suggest people is a picnic bench halfway across the park that you have parked up on.
Yeah, Felix gonna like beeline to the park, halfway ignoring the picnic bench and just lays down and touches some grass and it's like, holy shit. Oh, why is this my life? Why is this my life?
Do you think he's ever going to come here? You think he'll just stay there forever?
Give me 5 seconds. I'm gonna be with you in 5 seconds. Okay. And he stands up and turns around to the voices.
There are 3 people sitting at this picnic bench. I'm going to start with the obvious one. Felix, would you like to describe Demeter?
Demeter is like in her early 30s. A black woman with braids full of flowers put up in a knot in her head with like a headband to keep it out of her face. Held with like with kind of a tacky flower stuff on it. Wearing like a practical green dress with like what's the thing called? You put on an apron on it with like thousands and thousands of pockets. And her hands are old, cracked nails full of scars and dirt, hands that have molded and worked and given to the earth for so long. And even though though Demeter is a mother, she more so has the vibe of the older sister who already went to university, but is still the kindest person on earth whenever she comes home. And she looks tired and maybe a bit sick.
That's fair. Come, sit with the rest of us.
Felix sits down.
Opposite you, could you describe Aries for me?
Aries is a gentleman, actually. Like golden skin, dark, a tiny bit haunted eyes, black hair, very proper, but like with a bit of salt and pepper around here because war is such an old game. But a really nice suit. He almost looks more like a diplomat. Really nice tie, maybe a tiny pin over here. Nice shoes. But if you look very closely, you can still see like a hidden pistol holster around here.
That's fair
But
enough. He
doesn't
simply nods to you, doesn't say anything, or hello, or acknowledge you, just nods. Next to him, on the other side of the bench to you, could you please describe Aphrodite?
Aphrodite is actually younger than Felix. She's like, I would say 15, 16. Easy teenager clothes, tangled headphones, washed out jeans, and I think she would wear Converse. Has a backpack besides her.
Shelby's best friend.
Yeah, Shelby's best friend. Like, if Shelby is alternative, Aphrodite is like normie. She looks like she would listen to Taylor Swift and Hosier.
That checks out.
Red hair in a messy bun, and the bun is losing. Lots and lots of freckles, and blue-greenish eyes full of light and hope. She had her first big heartbreak, but she's still young enough to truly believe in love. And around her wrist is like a terrible, terrible stick and poke.
Her feet are definitely on the bench. How she's doing it, how she's, sitting on a picnic bench and putting her feet on the top and not falling backwards, is the true mystery here.
She does Pilates.
Probably. Demeter kind of just looks at you.
So, to who do I have the honor to?
Well, that's for you to decide. We were a bit split over who should represent and champion you. And rather than go to war with each other, we thought it was Aries' idea actually, talk it out. We're all here because we all represent one part or one strong part of your psyche.
Okay.
But only one of us can help you.
Okay.
If you want to ask any questions, now is the time to ask them.
Who are you?
That's fair. Not insulted at all. I'm Demeter, goddess of harvest, agriculture, fertility. This is all me. Like, points round to all the lovely blooming flowers, and not my
Makes
normal wheelhouse, but I can do it when I need to. That over there is Ares, the quiet man o' war, who will always just nod at you and not really say much. And then we have Aphrodite, who I have no idea what she's doing here. She wasn't supposed to be here until all of a sudden. And then she pops up and says, "Hey, I'm coming too because this Felix guy has issues."
That's not nice to talk about people like that behind their back.
We live in an alternate dimension where we can see all. The only thing we have is to talk about people behind their back. It's not like we can just pop up and say, "Hey, we're talking about you."
So we're like a TV show to you?
It's a crude analogy, but while the barrier's stopping us from coming through, then yes, it might as well have been a TV show.
Okay, so it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I hear you're the one that's been baking the afterlife.
I'm sorry. Yes, that's also what I've been. I never meant to. I just like baking.
But you have talents, both magical and bakeable. That's a word.
Thank you.
Look,
Do you want a cookie?
I fear if I ate a cookie, something bad might happen.
Good point. Good point. I also saw a boy throw one up today. Maybe I should be more careful.
Oh, the hurricane kid.
Yes.
Poor kid. It's his future I fear more than his past.
Yeah. He's gonna need a lot of good friends.
Anyway. I know that putting you on the spot and saying, "Hey, you need to make a decision," is not fair. I am here because I represent all of your loving nature, abilities, and endeavors. You're doing my work for me while I can't be there to do it.
Somebody has to do it.
And you're gifted or talented. If it was my way, I'd be the only one here.
Oh. Okay. Ares, Aphrodite. Oh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Demeter, you make sense. Aphrodite, I have an idea.
Oh, you definitely have an idea. You see it pop up. Like, I've seen your diary.
Why are you reading my...
Should I say their name out loud?
No! No.
Okay.
If I'm to choose between my happiness and the happiness of my friends. I will always choose my friends.
The second you say that, Aphrodite disappears.
Well, that just... I didn't... sorry, I didn't mean to be...
No.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's not your fault, you see, Demeter turn around and say. You just concluded that Aphrodite couldn't be your sponsor. Because the happiness of your friends is more important than the happiness of you. And if you picked Aphrodite, that couldn't be true. Because you would bring ruin.
But can you tell her that I'm sorry? I didn't want to yell.
It's fine. She understands.
Okay. So, Demeter, you make sense.
Yes?
Aries, why are you here? What did I do?
It's not what you have done, it's what you will do.
But
I think, what was it? Smug little Athena was going on about the offense and defense stratagem.
But I
Now, if it was my way, I'd drop a sword to you and make you charge at the Furies on your own and kill them. But that's unrealistic and unfeasible, and while I like war and I like fighting, I'm not an idiot. I may not be an Athena, but when Athena forsakes people, I am the one they turn to. If you want a war done clean and done right, you go to Athena. If you want a war just done, and you don't care about the consequences, you come to me. I can give you the strength to face what's coming up in the next few months and be the sword that protects your friends.
I never wanted to hurt anybody. But sometimes I have to.
It's a sad reality of life. Not everyone is going to get along. And you will do actions in your life, whether physical, emotional, or mental, that will hurt others. You didn't hear this from me, because everyone else would rip into me if they found out that I was talking like this. But your approach to life is admirable. And I wouldn't look to corrupt any of it.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just making cookies and I'm taking care of plants and I have friends and I'm just a kid. Everything just a kid.
True. But you are a kid who is destined to do great things. You are special. For a lack of a better word. You don't have to pick me. I came here merely to give you another option. The only thing I will say, you don't have to directly fight. Every tiny action you do can be its own little offense. And sometimes good offense is actually a helping hand. Because that's the offense that no one expects. No one expects their enemy to hold out their hand. No one expects their enemy to send them flowers or wish them well. And while I don't understand it myself, I think it's borderline insanity. There is something in you that does feel that.
Isn't diplomacy also a part of war?
It's a tool. A bit more toward Athena's wheelhouse, for being perfectly honest. I can do it, and don't get me wrong, it does serve a purpose. But Athena's there specifically to protect. I'm there for when you want to strike something. And these Furies, and whoever is manipulating Ellie, clearly don't have honorable intentions. You are not going to be able to win them over with diplomacy. As admirable of a goal that would be.
Maybe not the Furies, but maybe Ellie.
Ellie isn't really my concern. She is but a mortal, desperately trying to fit in and make herself relevant. She can be picked up afterwards. But there are other godly things going on. And sometimes that requires an iron fist. You see Demeter kind of holds up her hand. But to counterpoint that, everything you've done so far with nature and your ability to commune with the spirits within nature is a gift. You can make entire forests bend to your will. The trees actively listen to you.
I wouldn't do that. I'm just asking them how they are. I'm taking care of them.
People tend to follow those that take care of them. We took care of the world, and look what people did to us.
They forgot you halfway down?
That bit was a bit unexpected, but during our heyday, we got cocky. Maybe we deserved it. You have a gift to pacify. And that's what I'm offering you.
So that's my option, peace or war?
If we're going to be granular, I suppose it is. Take your time. You don't have to go anywhere. Go for a walk.
I have a question.
Sure.
Demeter, if I follow you, are my friends safe?
Of course they are. It just depends on your definition of friends. How wide of a net are we talking here? I'd also like to point out that Ares also can't guarantee that everyone around you will be safe. All he's offering is that you have a chance to potentially avert it.
Penny told me I had to be the offense.
You don't have to be anything.
Well, it looks like I have to be a chosen one of the gods, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
We can go. That's the third option if you want it. I'd urge you to reconsider.
Why is it always the kids? Why is it always the teenagers?
Because your generation shows promise, your parents don't.
Don't tell them that after their first glass of wine.
Besides, we tried talking to Amanda. It didn't go so well. Only so much ego a person can have.
I tried talking to Amanda. Have you tried talking to Mary?
Mary's gone through enough. And it didn't feel right with her and Miles. It didn't really seem fair to turn around and say, hey, drop that kid, we need to do something for us.
And Claire? I mean, she's the smart one.
Similar thing with Lilith. Also, Claire won't be around long enough to be a... Well, no, that's a lie. She'll be around for now, but then in the aftermath, we couldn't depend on her in the long run. At least not until that kid got involved. I see you're confused. Do you want me to elaborate?
Yes, please. I'm not sure if I can understand, but yes, please.
Claire will die
Yeah, that I figured.
in a few years' time. In an accident. Except she will escape to the astral plane, where she will happily live for 10 or so years. Until Carlisle comes and grabs her out. In the future. What is happening at the moment, and this feels really weird to say it, Carlisle is existing in two states at once. He is existing as both his 6-year-old self and his 22-year-old self. And they are running parallel to each other. If you don't find a way to separate the two, well, no, that's a lie. You need to separate the two. Because for your battle at the Summer Solace, you're going to need the older Carlisle. You need to flip time.
I need to flip time. So I just...
You've already got the answer.
I just stuff him up with cookies until there's no tomorrow?
No, but you're on the right track. You need to
Okay.
restore everyone back to their original ages.
Yeah, Shelby will not be happy to hear that.
If it's any consolation, Amanda doesn't survive to old age.
Maybe that will make her happy.
She doesn't retire. She gets killed. Sadly, by her own kid.
I would like to make a social roll to see if
Yeah.
they're talking about us.
Go for it. That's a DC 10.
Oh,
Give me
so I
charm.
have. Oh, actually, my dice exploded, so I
Yeah.
might have a chance. 10 exactly.
10
I love this
exactly.
dice button.
They are not talking about you. They're talking about Carlisle. In the future, Carlisle will kill his own mother.
Whew.
I appreciate that you are in a very weird place right now. We're asking you to help because you are the easiest to contact and you have the power. We are
I feel like
sending
right-
everything we can to help.
I know. Right now, I have the feeling I have to choose between the person I always thought I'm gonna be and the person I need to be to solve this mess.
You don't need to be anything to solve this mess. You, the way you are, can solve this mess. It's just whether you use this crossroads to change the core of you. And it's perfectly fine to say, no, I don't want to change. I just want to be who I always am. Likewise, it's also not wrong to say, maybe I need to change things up. I appreciate we've given you possibly the hardest choice of all.
Would I keep my gifts with nature if I chose Eris?
Yeah. I can't promise they'll bloom to the strongest potential they could ever be, but you'd still keep them. See, Aries kind of pipes back up. Look, there is no hard feelings if you don't pick up me. I could be selfish and say I want you to pick me. But it's what you're comfortable with in the long run. You have to live with this.
Demeter,
Yes?
I'm very, very thankful for everything you're giving me. But I can't stay a kid forever.
Regrettable, but understandable. You were always going to grow up, even with me. You don't have to do this.
Yes, I have.
That is what you truly think is right. You see, she gets up and gives you a hug.
Demeter? Yeah, he was just about to ask for a hug, and he
Um,
nobody would say that Felix is full on sobbing.
but he is.
Yes.
I want you to roll me a flat d20.
Okay. Hedge, I shit you not. What happens on a net 20?
As Felix is sobbing, hashtag not sobbing, on Demeter, her and Ares sort of exchange glances. Both of them looking ashamed at what's happening in front of them. It's a bit unconventional, and I don't think I've ever done war with nature before. But we could certainly give it a go.
What do you mean? Nature's always at war.
I'm more
Every
a traditional warfare guy myself.
Every little plant fighting for every tiny bit of sunlight, fighting for survival. That's what you want to get done.
You see that Ares pulls a book out and slides it across the picnic table. It is an aeromancy guide written by Elysius Slayton, the strongest aeromancer ever to have existed, and Miles' father. It's for Magi, but I've changed it so it works for witches now. Not quite as potent as the Magi variant, but it should help. Warfare with nature and all that. Wind is a very powerful tool. You can cut like a knife. And you see Demeter steps back and pulls out another book. I've always wanted to one-up Ares. And I think I have. You are holding in your other hand the personal Magi Grimoire of Salem de Silva. The Guide to Stormomancy. The reason they never wanted Salem and Elysius to have a child was because if you mix storm magic with aeromancy, you get a very dangerous mix of magic that could quite literally shape the earth. This journey is not going to be an easy one. Mastering new forms of magic as a witch is going to be difficult. And whatever you do, do not let any Magi know you have a copy of these. Could start a war.
Copy of what?
Exactly. We will help you study it and understand it. Learn from these. They will give you all the keys you want to, as you put it, grow up. While at the same time helping you connect more with nature. As you break up the hug from Demeter, you feel something waking up inside of you a little bit. You now have the ability to commune with nature. You can now talk to nature as if it was a person, and if they have seen or noticed anything, they can answer you. You now have a two-way connection to plants and nature, as opposed to you just saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" They will now reply back and say, "I'm doing quite well." Or, "I wish I had more sunlight."
Whoa.
go. Be careful. Once the barrier goes back up, we won't be able to talk to you. You'll be on your own. As she says that, you see Ares flicker ever so slightly. I think the connection's about to break.
He like stretches his hand out and like tries to touch both of them.
As you go to touch them, your hand goes through them slightly, as they start kind of fizzling out more and more.
Demeter, I will protect what is yours, and Ares, I will do what I have to do.
Sounds good to me. Before they even finish the word, they disappear. And you're back in the van.
Where?
Just, you appear in that really awkward moment where Nemesis has stood across back to shotgun, because they sure as heck can get into the back of the van, and Maya was about to sit down. Maya instead sits on your lap.
Hey.
Oh, Felix.
Could you kindly step a tiny bit away?
Yes, absolutely.
Felix will get out of the door, make a step away, and barf on the paveway. Just full on stress vomiting. Full on! That was too much for a 17-year-old boy who just bakes cookies.
First of all, are you okay, Bart?
Yeah.
Good. Just wanted to check, because that was amazing, but also
It's called
just
acting,
wanted.
honey.
It is called acting. I'm not an actor, so you know.
That was pretty great. I loved it.
That was
Well done.
amazing.
Oh, thank you guys.
Does
I was so good.
does Felix have the books out with him as he barfs, or does he leave them on the seat of the van?
No, he
Clutches
clings to
them.
them. No, like if Ares came back and was like, "Sorry, I'm gonna have this again," Felix would not let go. And also, Maya, you see Felix as he like does like this. Oh, oh. And he feels different.
Ooh.
Like Felix always was like the soft boy, the cardigan boy, playing guitar, looking at the stars. You feel like a good chunk of that is gone now and replaced by something different.
Let's go.
Not Aphrodite, that's for sure.
No.
Before Maya can get comfortable and go to intercept Felix and his vomiting, you hear a pop. Standing to the left of you, looking slightly confused, is Hermes.
Oh gods. Well, hi. Nice to see you again.
What's that for? That sounds like you don't want me here.
I mean,
as
no,
he
no,
says that,
that's-
you see all the other gods quickly lower their profile slightly. Like Apollo just like pulls over a blanket over his head a little bit and just leans back. I was told I was coming
no,
here for a bit.
Yeah. I was also told that. Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Why are they throwing up?
Motion sickness.
Gets the best of us.
I just talked to Ares and Demeter. And I low-key flipped Aphrodite off. I
That's
was
a
very
skill.
rude. I was so very, very rude to her.
Oh, oh, yes, about your LOVE thing.
We
I'm
don't
sorry,
talk
what?
about it. We don't talk about it.
And you sort of see that Styx pops her head out, like, what, talk about Felix's love life?
Everybody, if you
What?
don't want to walk, shut up about my love life, okay? Thank you very much.
Or lack thereof.
Okay. Everyone
says
shut up
that?
about Felix's love life.
Who says that? With black hair.
That's Nemesis from the front of the...
Oh, I'm sorry, Nemesis. Last time I checked, you were a name in a book. How's your love life going?
I only got told because Aphrodite Reggie Diving told us all.
Why did you do
I think it's sweet. Perfect Greek tragedy.
Okay. Everyone, shut up.
Thank you, Maya.
We're going to Shelby's house. We're getting Styx's address. We're picking Penny up, and then we're going to bake cookies. Unless anyone else has something to say about those 3 actions, shut up. And get in the car. Say that to Hermes.
Hermes doesn't say anything, just climbs into the car sheepishly. You
Don't
can,
worry, we
you
have
can,
enough seats.
you always hear someone whisper, but you don't know who. Just who died and put her in charge?
Does Hermes have a human form? Or is
Your
it just
mom
like-
put me in charge. Your mom? Your mom put me in charge.
Oh my god.
No comment. Everyone
Felix
goes
hit the
quiet.
gas.
Yeah, everyone goes quiet as Felix turns on the van and
And
resumes
the music
driving.
now. Tyler picks the music, baby. It's still soft boy guitar stuff like The Amazing Devil and stuff like this. But still.
Yeah, no. And you begin to drive over to Shelby's house in complete and utter silence. Not a single word spoken by a single god. Because everyone's
shut
looking
up.
at Maya.
You shut him up good, Maya.
And that
Thank you.
is where we're going to leave our session.
Goodness.
So, we gave it Minor a cookie, sat around, and drove a car. That's what
Yep.
happened on this plane.
Yeah.
So good.
Next
I
session is
need
just
to
going to be
rewatch
3
this
hours of picking a
episode.
dress.
Yeah, episode
We
7's
have
all about
3
shopping.
sessions left.
We'll
Oh,
say
you
we'll say
do.
Styx pick. We can say Styx picked out a dress.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I have everything planned just the way it should be.
We have 3 sessions left.
We do have 3 sessions left.
No, we have 4.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
this is number
6.
We have 7, 8, 9,
10. Yeah, 4.
Ah, 10.
4.
10
I'm
count as
sorry.
1.
For some reason. Wait, hold on. Why did I think this was 6?
It is
This
6.
is 6.
We have session 7,
7,
session 8,
8,
7, 9,
9,
Yeah.
10.
Oh, I counted something wrong. I'm sorry. 3
It's
a.m.
fine.
brain.
It's perfectly fine. I hope everyone had fun with
Absolutely.
this level of insanity. I would say that's the end of it, but that's a promise I can't quite keep. But hey, you got some sweet powers now. And Maya's now become the leader of the gods on Earth.
Amazing. Actually, best plot twist ever.
So I've been sitting on that for over a week. And
So hilarious.
all week, like ever since I halfway through the last session, I made my mind up. I've typed my draft. Like I've been like on Discord and Agent P's DMs. I've typed the whole thing out, and it's been sitting there as a just hit enter, and I'll just keep reading it, going like, "Oh, this is really good," and then closing the app so I don't actually send it. They had to tell some. I had to tell someone. It's just like it's one of those things I was like. I want to tell you the amazing thing I've done for you. It's like, but I can't say it out loud.
It's upside down, P. The sign is upside down.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's mirrored.
It's mirrored, yes.
It's mirrored.
Weird.
My bad. I'm also.
Oop!
Yeah, oob.
Oob.
Oob. There you go, boo.
Oh, there
Boo.
you go.
Whoops.
That was worth it. I don't even care that Penny was only in the session for 5 minutes. I was like watching everyone else do their thing. I was like, I forgot I was playing a game. It was so good. I love it so much. It's so good.
Now Agent PS put more people on the conspiracy board.
Yeah.
I love
Apollo
that Aphrodite.
is a fretboard.
I love that Aphrodite showed up as like a 16-year-old, like with obnoxious little sister vibes. Like, I read your diary and then told everyone about it. So good.
Oh, good.
I would actually reveal who Felix's love is, but then the stream would disconnect just so I started to say the name.
It would break the
I think
internet.
I know.
You think you know?
We will not talk
Yeah.
about it.
DM me, Han.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I will let everyone sign off. Know where we can find you. And what if you've got anything coming up that's interesting. We'll start with Anne.
Hi, I'm Anne, and I was Penny for a few minutes, but mostly just vibing because I have a talented group of friends that I get to share the stream with every time I show up here, so that's great. Yeah, just find me on Twitter at XO_girlwonder, and I will tell you where to find me next. Also, Bardic Inspiration Network, my Twitch channel. There's a very solid chance you'll find me there too. So, yeah, that's it for me.
Awesome. Leah.
Yeah, I am Leah or Cassim, and I've been playing Shelby Brown, or aka our budget Hello Kitty.
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah,
Done dirty. Totally done dirty.
Budget Kitty.
totally. You can find me on Instagram at _musical_witch. And aside of that, I do not have a Pokemon weekend, so I am completely free and ready to make some more conspiracy theories for the next session, which won't be next week,
No, it won't be
The
next
week
week. The week
after.
after.
which makes
Yes.
The week
Even
after.
even more time for conspiracy theories.
Yes, I'm sure the chat is going to be full of conspiracy theories, and I'll be sitting there laughing, sipping my drink, going, they are so wrong. Or
And then every so
realizing that
often,
Agent
it'll be
P's got
like-
it perfect, like spot on, and have that moment where I spit my drink out, and I'm like, fudge cake. Quickly, grab the pot, just throw it down to the ground, start writing a new one.
Or maybe have a moment where like, that's a better idea than mine.
No,
I
that's
wouldn't.
not at all how it would be. Write it down, write it down, write it down!
No, I've never plagiarized off any of your ideas after what you said out loud. Never. I would never do that. No.
I need like a drop down list of like what you changed based on what any of us said.
It's a document, and then it's just like comments and edits and red lines.
It would be ineligible at this point because the amount of stuff I've scribbled out and I have to rewrite is there's a reason I have a mechanical pencil and a rubber. Some of these pages are now grey, the amount I've about to rub out on them. Anyway, Agent P.
Hello, I'm Agent P. You can find me on Instagram at the.agent.p or on Twitter at theagentp_. You can find me doing other streams on various other channels that I promote on my socials, so keep an eye out.
Awesome. And last but not least, Bard.
Hello, everybody. I'm the bard with many names, also known as Laura Verena Stein. I'm a German actor, screenwriter, and absolute nerd. You can find me as the bard with many names on Blue Sky and Twitch and Tumblr, and I don't use any of these really like a lot. But I'm gonna be on Twitch a lot in April, thanks to the NaNoWriting Month. And yeah, you can also find me on Filmmakers, so keep an eye out.
Awesome. I guess it'll be just me then, doesn't it? I'm Hedgehog. You can find me online at Hedgehog UK. I'm in things I can't talk about yet because they've not been officially announced. And there's no release date for them. So I'm just recording them bit by bit. But it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to talk about it. We do have a casting call open on our Twitter and our Discord for the game that will precede this one. No, succeed, not precede. If it's preceding it, then I've managed to master out Chronomancy, and I need to go back and get the lottery results. No. We are looking to run a cyberpunk game, because cyberpunk is fun. I'm going to try and do dystopian future, but knowing how I tell stories, I think it'll probably turn into an episode of Friends within like the first 2 episodes. Because that's just the vibe I seem to give off and the people I seem to attract. Yeah, that's it. We're not on next week. We're taking a bit of a break. Can't remember why. There is a reason, but we're having a break. And then we're back the week after with the final set of 4 episodes. Where we'll find out what all this has been for and how right or wrong Agent P's conspiracy theories have been the whole time.
I'm gonna get it, Hedge. I'm gonna get it.
And, look, you can try. I encourage you. I need a challenge. I need someone to be my rival. Anyway, have a good break. We'll see you soon. Bye-zy bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.